Hello guys, how's it going? Long time no see. How are you? Are you doing alright? Ah, great to hear. Well, with me, I'm going to do that annoying thing that YouTubers tend to do if they haven't posted in a while. They'll just come up with a random video and just say what's been going on with them. And I suppose I can do that too. I'm going to do it too. I'm going to do it now. So, I don't know, ever since I was a kid, I've always felt like my brain has not been wired correctly, and I could never quite put my finger on what it was, but I never quite felt right. And recently, when I was going to a mental health team to try and help me with my anxiety and depression and stuff like that, and I was on for about a year, and they made me do CBT training or therapy, CBT therapy, to try and change the way my brain thinks, but it never worked. And then when I went on loads of medication as well, again it never worked, and I was really annoyed because people had such like rave reviews about these sort of medication that I'm on, and I kept thinking, well, it's not doing it for me. Then Emma, my girlfriend, she looked into it for me, and we could go and see a psychiatrist private, so they specialise in knowing about these sort of conditions, about anxiety, depression and other sort of mental health issues. So I thought, okay, splendid, that sounds really good. And then she said, okay, for 1 hour that'd be £400. Excuse me, £400? I was like, I ain't paying that, it's ridiculous. But then I started thinking about it. I'm thinking, okay, well, that is a holiday, small holiday, but if I find out what's going on with me, getting a diagnosis that I've been wanting all of my life, then it might be worth it. So we looked into it more, we had some emails back and forth, and because I've been in this mental health team previously, they had done all these other things. They've been put me on like 4 different types of antidepressants, and they tried to diagnose me, and they tried their best, but nothing really worked. And so I had all this sort of history about me, of what they thought it could be, that it would be confusing for the psychiatrist to try and get through in an hour. So I had to pay £600 for an hour and a half of this man's time. I don't know, it seems ridiculous. I could have bought an iPhone with that. That's crazy amount of money. But like I say, I wanted a diagnosis. I know something's been going on with my head since I was about 13. Something isn't quite right. But again, no one ever told me what it was because they didn't know. So this guy specialised in mood disorders and stuff like that, and yeah, we discovered I did have some sort of mood disorder, and this is why it wasn't chemically problematic. Like depression can be because of the wrong level of serotonin and other brain chemicals, and if you have antidepressants, that then brings your levels up, and then you start feeling good. Because mine wasn't chemically, it never really worked. It's helped a little bit, but nothing that I take, oh god, the sun's in my face, nothing ever really worked properly for me, and it was always frustrating as time went on, because I would have little bits of hope. I'm like, okay, if I can take this, or if I can do this, this is going to make me feel better, and nothing ever did. So I was always distraught coming out of things like this. Nothing ever worked. CBT didn't work, my medication didn't work, and so now I've got a diagnosis. I have a mood disorder, and that is part of the reason why, I don't know, I've always had anxiety. Even when I'm by myself, I still have a lot of anxiety, and this could have been from my childhood. Like, I don't want to be blaming my parents or anything, but they used to argue a lot, and because they used to argue a lot, I was always worried when I was upstairs, and I was like, oh my god, my parents are going to be arguing in a minute. So that would always be going through my mind, and then when they were arguing, that made my anxiety worse. So my body and mind got used to being sort of this anxiety sort of mood the whole time, and I've just had it ever since. So even the smallest thing, if it was like going to work, even now I get like anxiety. It's not really a panic attack, but this overwhelming amount of anxiety, and even at work, because I'm like, someone's gonna kick off and start shouting at me. I think that's what my brain's doing. It's waiting for someone to have a go at me or shout, and I think it could have been because of my childhood, and so yeah, my body's got used to being anxious, and yeah, as you can imagine, having a lot of anxiety all the time, it gets in the way of things. You don't get to go for new jobs, you don't get to make friendships just because, you know, it kind of puts you off from doing that. So when I went to see this guy for an hour and a half, and he was using his methods to try and help me, and he was trying to get me to feel something, because I was saying that, you know, I don't really feel anything. I don't feel happy, I just feel anxious the whole time. And so he purposely, and I didn't realise what he was doing, but he was trying to poke me emotionally and say, sad to bit, but he made me cry during the meeting. And I'm like, I'm paying this guy £600 and he's making me cry. What the hell is that about? And it's kind of like that's the best way. It's not like CBT therapy when you go in to talk. They have to kind of get you to feel stuff, because all this time you've been suppressing your emotions. And I do that a lot. If I'm angry with someone, I don't come out angry with them, I bottle it up. And over the years of having that with this anxiety, I don't know, my mood's been really weird, and I think this has caused all these other problems that I've been suffering with, like possibly my sleeping disorder, that's called idiopathic hypersomnia. It's an unknown cause of why I'm tired all the time, and I've got acid reflux, and apparently, you know, anxiety can affect the stomach and bring in acid up. I don't know, anxiety seems to affect everything that's going on with me at the moment. So if I then want to go onto this treatment where they're going to be kind of like prodding me emotionally, Jesus, I think it's £200 a session, and they were quoting me that it could be up to 50 sessions. Now, I'm no good at maths, but you know, that's running into the thousands. That's a ridiculous amount of sessions. And then there's some other people that are saying that they can, you know, try and get it to work after about 3 months or something like that. But anyway, it's going to be an expensive session. It's not on the NHS because I don't know. I don't know why, and I don't really truly understand the diagnosis. I might put at the end of this video what the name of it is, and on another video when I know more about it can go into more detail about it. But I'm very confused about at the moment what I've been diagnosed and how it affects me. Like, even if I did go to this thing that's meant to help me, is my brain going to change for the better? Am I going to be a different person? It would be nice sometimes. Like, I'm not an awful person, but sometimes I wouldn't mind being someone else than me, or having a different thought pattern instead of being negative all the time. But anyway, so that's what's been going on, and I haven't really done a video. I don't know why, I love doing videos. So I just thought I'd do a quick update video on what the hell's going on with me, even though I'm not entirely sure. But hopefully soon, I've got some cool videos. I need to get back into it, make some videos here and there. But I hope you guys are doing well, and if you're going through this as well, if you have the same condition as me that I've just been diagnosed with, you know, say hello. It'd be nice to know other people have this as well, and it's not just me. Anyway, nearly up to 10 minutes, eh? Well, that's not good. Well, anyway, have a great evening, everyone. I'm going home now and getting some dinner. I will see you guys very soon. Good day.